What gives the ancient soldiers confidence to fight? Their numbers and their armors, right? The more powerful the armor is, the more confident the soldier will be. This is how people normally think. However, God's power is not limited by this material world. God's power can be on anything and anyone. Last week, we learned that David was discouraged and scolded by his own brother because he wanted to volunteer himself to fight the giant. But David did not give up. He was very serious about it until the king would like to meet him. Today, let's see what happened to David in his meeting with the king. The moment King Saul met David, he said, "You cannot go and fight this Philistine. You are too small. You are too young and inexperienced." David then tried to convince the king how he had fought the bear and the lions and killed them all. At the end, the king believed him and wanted to help him to win the battle. King Saul would try his best to equip David. King Saul lent his armor to David. He put his bronze helmet on his head and belted his sword on him over the armor. After that, David tried to walk, but he could hardly budge. David knew very clearly that the armor wouldn't help him in this battle, though they are very good, but he was not used to it. Students, man's way is not God's way. David is a man after God's heart. He knew the king's armor is very good, is powerful and strong, able to protect him, but they don't suit him. He couldn't even move. He would get killed by the giant if he could not move. So David told King Saul, "I can't even move with all this stuff on me." And David took it all off. David preferred to use the method he used to fight the bear and lion. He took his shepherd's staff, selected 5 smooth stones from the brook, and put them in the pocket of his shepherd's pack, and with his sling in his hand, he approached Goliath. When the giant saw David, he laughed out loud. "Ha ha ha ha," he said. "Am I a dog that you come after me with a stick?" And he cursed him by his gods. "I will cut you into pieces." David did not run away. David was confident. David answered, "You come with me with sword and spear and battle axe. I come at you in the name of God of the Angel-Armies, the God of Israel's troop, whom you curse and mock. This very day, God is handing you over to me. I'm about to kill you, cut off your head, and serve up your body and the bodies of your Philistine buddies to the crows and coyotes. The whole earth will know that there is an extraordinary God in Israel, and everyone gathered here will learn that God doesn't save by means of sword or spear. The battle belongs to God. He's handing you to us on a platter." As the Philistine, the giant, moved closer to attack him, David ran quickly toward the battle line to meet him. Reaching his back and taking out a stone, he slung it and struck the Philistine on the forehead. The stone sank into his forehead and he fell face down on the ground. So David KO'd the giant Goliath with a sling and a stone. Students, what lesson can we learn from here? God's way is different from man's way. We don't limit God's power by our own knowledge or understanding. Everyone is unique. God uses different ways to train us, to bring us up. What King Saul knew and understood was that powerful armor, big sword, are the best weapon to kill. But to David, the sling and stone are the best weapon. David will not be successful if he used King Saul's armor to fight the enemy. Students, in order to have the confidence like David, you need to know what kinds of training God has given you. In fact, you are still young. Asa is your training ground. You are at the stage of exploring, searching your talents. Do your very best to find out what are the talents God has given you. Find out whether you are good in music, in sports, in computer, or in writing, singing, etc. When you are young, it is the time for you to explore all this, to try out all this. You must try first in order for you to be sure that you are good at certain things. You will know only after you try. Never try, never know. And then your confidence will grow when you know better of yourself, whether you can fight better with armor, with sword, or with sling and stone. I'm talking about fighting life's battle. I'm not talking about fighting the real war or battle. Life is like a battle. Your future is like a battle. Lastly, David was confident. So confident. Because he knew that the battle belongs to God, not belongs to him. God is at his back, giving him the power to win. David was confident because he has God, and God gave him the skills. As he practiced and sharpened his skills every day, his confidence also grew daily. Do you want to be confident like David? Know God, love God, and know yourself. Find out your talents. Practice your talents until it becomes your skills. By the way, your skill must be able to help others, to bless others. Playing computer game, yes, is a skill, but this skill cannot really serve others or help others. Playing computer games is an entertainment, to be right. And too much entertainment is not healthy for you. So, use your computer wisely. Learn about programming rather than using your computer to play game only. I know nowadays, gamer can earn a lot of money, but I don't think this skill can help a lot of people and serve a lot of people. So, don't play too much computer games. Explore talents. Search for a talent, practice it until it becomes a skill that you can use to bless many people. Alright? Let's pray. Lord, help my students to find out the talents that you have given them. May these talents become skills that they can use to serve others. Help them to not to try to be someone that they are not. Help them to be confident of who you want them to be.
What am I to go?